Good morning and good morning and half a day. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of celebrating this annual event in our community. I'd like to first recognize all my colleagues that are here. I have Vice Speaker Rose Muña Barnes to my left, and then I'll just go to the left and then I'll go to the right. We have Senator Tom Fisher, Senator Will Parkinson, Senator Roy Quinata, Senator Dwayne Nicolas to my immediate right. And I'll begin with the minority leader before I start with my primus, Jesse, Senator Frank Bloss, also my cousin. And we have Senator Joanne Brown, Senator Telo Taidegui, Senator Sabina Perez, and Senator Jesse Lujan. And with that, we're here to present resolution number 463-37. It's presented by myself and all the other senators. And you see, we got a good coalition. And we have Senator Dueñas joining us also. And it's relative to recognizing the Guam-CNMI Employer Support of the Guard and Reserve State Committee for their hard work in the development and promotion of employer support for the service members of the National Guard and the Reserve, and commending the ESGR for 50 years of service to all its members in serving our island community and the Pacific region. Over 50 years. Wow, that makes me feel young. Even Senator Lujan, maybe we feel young now.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. ESGR and its members continue to be the pillars of the community. With their support, our military service member and women continue to gallantly serve our community and nation without any worry about their full-time employment. This recognition is in line with celebrating August 26th through August 30th as the Employer Support of the Guard and Reserve Week. Some of the ESGR objectives are to gain and maintain support from the employers of the National Guard and Reserve service members, to educate them on their legal responsibility to these men and women, and to continue to refine the ESGR organization for relevance, effectiveness, and efficiency. It is our pleasure to honor the contribution of our employers of Guam who continue to support our servicemen and women and express Dángkolo to the ESGR State Committee for their commitment of promoting and workforce harmony and collaborative efforts for Guard and Reserve members to that our island and nation may uphold peace and safety for all. And with that, I'd like to ask Ms. Gogui, because you're the first one, you're the committee chairwoman, I guess. You're the one in charge, right? So if anything happens, we just blame her. My general won't carry that heat no more, okay? So ma'am, you can please come up, and you presented the first resolution by Vice Speaker.
Chairman Kathy, for all the work that ESGR has done for our island of Guam and CNMI, we want to extend our own Dángkolo Nasizus Maasi for all that you guys do, because you literally engage in the private sector, the government sector, and more importantly, our military family to do what's best, to make sure that the mission mandate to serve our nation is of the utmost priority. And a lot of times, if I'm not mistaken, this is volunteer work, right? So I'm going to extend this to you, Madam Chair, on behalf of the 37th Guam Legislature and our people of Guam. Dángkolo na Sidzus Masi and Sidzus and Bini DC Hamtu Torus, but Toru Badamu.
Thank you so much, Vice Speaker.
You say a few words?
Thank you, Vice Speaker, and this is a good person to know too, the budget guy. Senator Joe and legislative senators, thank you very much for allowing us to be here and to provide this resolution for the employer support of the Guard and Reserve. This is our week. It's our week to celebrate employers and our volunteers. Our volunteers, I mean, this is one of the things I've shared when I took over as state chair, is that I'm going to really show a lot of love to our volunteers who provide a lot of volunteer hours for the committee with no compensation. We believe in what ESGR stands for, and trying to get the USERA out there, Uniform Services Employment Re-Employment Rights Act, into the community so that our service members are able to work within their reserve components without any problems with their employers. And I'm going to say, I'm going to share this with you folks, that employers understand what their service members have to do for our island and our community, and we're so grateful to be celebrating them this week. And thank you very much for showing us your appreciation for this resolution. Thank you.
I think we have all the services here, right? So just stay here, right? Just stay.
Now to ask Captain Robert Kistner,
Right there, Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. Come on up, sir. We're going to present also a resolution to you. Stand along. Robert Kistner, Coast Guard. Good night.
So again, I want to present this to you, again, as we do on an annual basis. Thank you again for all that you do for Guam and the CNMI. Again, once again, thank you very much.
You want to spill your beans? Cameron?
No, thank you very much. Obviously, a really important week to commemorate both our reserve members and the support structures that exist for them. Their employers are, we appreciate their employers' understanding of what it takes to serve, and we appreciate especially our reservists and what it takes for them to step away from their civilian lives and their civilian obligations and then serve the United States in the very important capacities that they do. Thank you.
We'd ask now Colonel Revo, the Chief of Staff of the Joint Staff of the Guam National Guard. Ma'am.
Just
Go ahead and spill your beans.
No, just to give it to her to thank her.
It's Captain, no?
No, it's Colonel.
Colonel.
It's Army.
I'm
It's Army
sorry.
now. We're not Navy now.
Just take it.
We're not Navy.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'd like to present this. I'd like to present this to you as well. It's an extraordinary program that provides extraordinary service to our men and women who are laying down their lives or willing to lay down their lives for us. And it is an honor for me to be involved in this. Ma'am, if I can, I would like to present this resolution to you from the Guam legislature, all of us here.
Thank
and
you.
we thank you. Thank you.
Speak on behalf of the
On behalf of General Cruz, who is unable to make it, he's on other business away, I'd like to thank the ESGR. The employers are one of the 3 pillars of our soldiers and airmen. It's the soldier and airmen, the employers, and their families. So we appreciate everything that ESGR does to go out there and educate the force so that they can support our troops when they have to be away from the employment. So thank you very much.
Now we have Lieutenant Commander Brian Matt. Come on up, sir. Come on up.
This, on behalf of the 37th Guam Legislature, we're proud to recognize the service that you provided for our island, and we wish you a happy ESGR week. And again, thank you for all your service. Zuzmasi.
Thank you, Madam Senator. On behalf of the United States Navy Reserve, again, thank you to ESGR and especially the government of Guam. It is very difficult to be a citizen sailor because not only you're a citizen sailor serving your country, but you're also an active member of the community. So you are twice the citizen. And with that, thank you for your support.
Right on.
We have Lieutenant Colonel Penny Sima, 9th Mission Support Command. Ma'am, come on up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
On the behalf of a very grateful island, thank you for sharing your time, your energy, and your spirit to make the island and the world a better place. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And on behalf of General Tremblay, who cannot be here today, I know she would want to send her personal thanks as well. I want to echo everybody else who said, being a citizen soldier, a citizen sailor, a citizen plus is so very difficult, but you guys make it so much easier for us. Thank you for your support. You're thanking us, we're thanking you. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Tell 'em.
And you know, the nice thing for me is I was with the Army Reserve for 6 years before I joined the Guard for 20 years. So I know what it takes like, or what it feels like to be in the Army Reserve. We have Lieutenant Colonel Victor Balaja, Director of Staff, the Guam National Guard. Come on.
Congratulations. On behalf of the 37th Guam Legislature, we'd like to thank you for all your dedication and hard work that you have, not just to the people of Guam, but also to the Micronesian Islands as well, our brothers and sisters there. So congratulations and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please say something.
As stated by Colonel Comsec Revo, on behalf of General Cruz, just want to thank each and every one of you here, the ESGR committee who fights for our soldiers and airmen as they get called to duty. We have a saying in the Air Guard, from the home front to the front lines and then back to the home front. So we appreciate all that you do. One of our TAG's main priorities, defend Guam and the Marianas. So when called upon, we have to perform the duty. We realize being on this island, being on Marianas, that we are interoperable with our local sector, our federal sector, and our private sector. So we appreciate all the support from the committee and all our stakeholders. Thank you.
And we have Chief Master Sergeant Michelle Kitsu. Hey, hey. So women, we do have senior listed, ma'am. You're gonna be brought up. Women power. Wait, wait, you? You.
Well, it's quite an honor to be able to provide this to you. I mean, we kind of take for granted our freedom, but we know it's not free. And there's a lot of investment that has to go into the life that we live in the United States and here on Guam and the CNMI. So thank you for all that you do to make it possible for us to live the life that we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Chief. You're it.
So on behalf of our Commander, Major Benjamin Guerrero, he wasn't able to be here. I'm proud to represent our unit. We do have one of our members that is also ESGR. Thank you for supporting our members. I also work for the government as well, so thank you. And thank all of the senators and what you do to support us and our families.
And you know, I'd like to call up my Adjutant General, General Polino. Sir, come on up, sir. Good. Right here.
On behalf of the people and the entire island and nation, we thank you for your service and for all the community service you guys work with us tirelessly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Happy
you.
50th.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot already said. Not sure how much I can add, other than the fact that as long as members of the committee, including myself, are healthy, you have the guaranteed support and strong commitment of the volunteers to help our troops, our employers, and of course the active component. Understand what it takes to support our Guard and Reserve members. I want to thank the Guam Legislature for their support every year. They've always been there for us. The Governor's Office, they've always been there for us. And again, like I said, we'll always be there for everybody. Thank you.
Now we're going to call up the gentleman here that does the Employer Outreach Director, Don Clark. Sir, come on up. He's the one that has to reach out to everybody.
Mr. Clark, thank you very, very much for your continued service and for everything that the employee support for the Guard and Reserve do, not just for the Guard and Reserve, but for the people of Guam and the Marianas and keeping us safe and keeping us sound. Thank you very much.
You can continue reaching out to the employers now.
All right, yeah, I will. Thank you. So I grew up here, but I never put on the uniform, never served in the military, but, you know, growing up here on the island, you definitely have the military influence and presence around you all the time. Many friends, family that have served, and you know, their children, so on and so forth. So it's an honor for me to be able to give back a little bit of my time in order to help them out and work with the employers. We have wonderful employers, very supportive employers, so we're blessed in that way. So it's not really that hard of a job to be able to get their support because they're always willing. But for the sacrifice that they do, because now we know that the reserve component does a lot more. They're not weekend warriors anymore. So it's a sacrifice on them, but also we recognize the sacrifice that the employers also do, but they're always very supportive. So to all the employers on the island, and our biggest employer that has the most reservists working for them, the government of Guam, thank you so much for going above and beyond, really, for what you guys do for them. And we appreciate all that. So thank you so much for this honor, and thank you for recognizing ESGR.
I'd like to thank you all for showing up today and for allowing us to recognize the support you provide to our community and insisting that our nation is safe. And with that, thank you very much. Now we'll just do a photo op. Everybody.